Do I have to miss PE again? I like playing football.
Why do I have to play catch with this woman every week?
Why have I never been in assembly like everyone else?
Intervention versus inclusion. Intervention provides a sanctuary for children who need some form of extra support within their learning. This intimate setting provides comfort to the child, allowing them to feel confident in that environment and potentially share their knowledge and understanding in a way they wouldn't in the everyday classroom.
The whole point of certain interventions is to give children secure knowledge so that effective learning can take place in the classroom. How might this occur when the particular children receiving interventions are then grouped on the same table rather than immersed into a rich learning environment with a variety of abilities working together?
Boxall argues that schooling is based on the assumption that children are compliant, willing to entrust themselves to their teacher and have some understanding of the teacher's expectations. The prior assumptions made are not necessarily true for deprived and disadvantaged children. This standard can be supported by the use of intervention groups with pupil premium students receiving provisions in school to either improve their academic or social skills.
I'm only 6 and I'm meant to learn all these sounds as to help my literacy, but I'm never in class for literacy, so it's just silly.
How am I able to monitor their attainment in the extra phonics sessions if they are in interventions? The issue in this circumstance is the lack of flexibility available due to working with an outside agency. We attempted to deliver the literacy lessons in the afternoon, but with this being an alternative routine for the children, they didn't respond well to it.
Why am I always missing art? I'm really good at it, but never get the chance to join in. My mum would love my artwork on the fridge.
There is no greater moral struggle than when a child questions you as to why they are missing their favourite subject to revise a scheme of work they find challenging. It is evident that the majority of schools have a curriculum bias towards the core subjects, favouring them and regarding them as more valuable. I empathise with any intervention group as I understand that taking a child out of a foundation subject session can be the only option in order to prepare them for the mandatory attainment tests linked to the national curriculum such as SATs.
The Circles of Inclusion provide an insight and guideline into a suitable framework for teaching practitioners to adhere to when delivering lessons to all pupils. These three aspects are in fact a paradox in terms of the contradictions when looking at it from an intervention perspective. If those children are taken out of the classroom, this is no longer inclusive but yet responds to the children's diverse needs. The real battle with intervention and inclusion is that without the interventions taking place, how do we expect our children to cope in the classroom environment?
After exploring and discussing the circles of inclusion, we all acknowledge how it can be used in our everyday inclusive practice. As teachers, we will experience conflicting interests with our own views on what is necessary for our children. By creating this podcast, we are now aware that interventions are a necessity for certain children. Unfortunately, this comes at a cost, resulting in the selected children missing out on a fully inclusive education. Ideally, a balance could be achievable. However, due to the pressures on the schools to perform, interventions must occur and take priority over whole class inclusion.